attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. Freeman. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
Thank you.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Come on, man. What the fuck that,
Back at the 11, he goes down. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third down and 6. Back to throw. Freeman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Damn right.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got a good chance of getting points out of this. They start in the red zone on 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 1 from the 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin in Georgia. New quarterbacks galore in that one. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are in Pittsburgh as they take on Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix in Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. James Cook with a couple of touchdowns there. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a give up the middle. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
All right, let's try motherfucking tearing spree.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
And then get the first sack of the game.
Brought down, it's a Panther sack.
Ow!
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Good job, Roger. Little country boy right there. Tearing spree.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Over for you.
Now Carr. For the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
What? You're
And
going
they're
for
indeed
it.
going to go for it here on fourth
You're
down.
going to go for it.
So trailing here in the last
Come here.
quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. That's complete.
How are you not paying
And this
attention,
across
dude?
midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Carr to throw.
Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Carr completes it, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. The pass caught by Olave.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Carr. That'll be caught by Hill.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Carr.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Panthers are going to win the football game. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Freeman. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Off the bootleg, Freeman. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Throwing to start the drive. Freeman.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Off play action. Freeman. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Carr now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
Baby.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Don't be mad, Twan.
Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.